Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. This is day 74 of 1000. Hey, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's really good to have you. For all my new viewers, this channel is all about investing money and being all in on Tesla no matter what. So join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. That's right, join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. So in today's video, I'm going to go through the following. I'm going to share my day 74 portfolio with you before the market opens. I'm going to have a look at the Nasdaq and Tesla charts to see where it may be headed to. I'm also going to be sharing my buy signals and how I use indicators to buy more when the time is right or when there's fear in the market. So let's get into it. So it's day 74, 6th of March 2022. I'm going to go through this very quickly. In total, I have 212 shares in Tesla, just over 212 shares. So my target is to build my position to 300 shares. I'm 70.7% of the way there. I've got another 29% to go there, but I'm slowly but surely getting to my target. So I'm always trying to establish or trying to buy more when the time is right or when there's a dip in the market. So that's what I've been doing for the last 20 months. So hopefully I'm going to get there sooner than later. But my ultimate goal is to reach a position where I have 300 shares in Tesla. So that's the total number of shares I have in Tesla. So it's day 74 of 1000. Before the market opens, I like to review my portfolio. So the current price of Tesla is around 838.29. I have just over 212 shares in Tesla. That gives me a total portfolio value of $177,819.07. So remember, at its peak, my portfolio was valued around $250,000. It's gone down significantly, but I'm still bullish on Tesla. This is a long-term position for me. I'm going to hold this position for at least 1000 days. And if my calculations are correct, if my thesis is correct, then I should be able to make $1 million in 1000 days. So that's day 74 of 1000. So let's quickly get into the technical analysis now. So again, I wanted to share the Nasdaq 1 year chart with you. I've got the Nasdaq chart here. I've got it all labeled up. I've got the horizontal chart, the horizontal support and resistance lines, and I just wanted to zoom in and see what's happening. So I'm prepared for Monday. So the Nasdaq tried to break the 13,750 resistance line. It failed and then it came back down again. So what I suspect will happen is it will go down to 13,000. If that is broken, it's going to go down to 12,500. And if it continues to break that, then it should go to about 12,000. But I think this is as low as it will go because the multiples are going to become so attractive to investors. They're going to be buying these great companies at bargain prices. So I think that 12,000 is as low as it could go. If there is further escalation in the market, there's further escalation in Ukraine, more countries are drawn into the war, then it could go down more. But I think 12,000 is as low as it could possibly go. So just be prepared that the index could go down to that level, and it could bring down your position. It could bring down Tesla to like a lower multiple too. So that's the Nasdaq 1 year chart. So I just wanted to quickly go through the Tesla 1 year chart again. So there's a lot of interesting things happening. So Tesla is exactly on the MA200 level. And as I keep on saying, it's not going to stay there for very long. It's either going to shoot up or break down. So this is a quality company. It's growing at hyper rates, and it's just a matter of time before investors realize that this is a fantastic company. They discover how fantastic this company is, and then they start buying more. So it's just a matter of time before that happens. And actually, like I mentioned yesterday, Tesla is a great hedge against inflation and against Ukraine, because countries are becoming more aware that they have to become energy independent and away from Russia. And this is one of the reasons they're going to be exploring sustainable energy, and Tesla is going to experience growth from that. Also, this is a great hedge against inflation because energy prices are rising so high, and if countries had sustainable energy, they could mitigate that rise in inflation by lowering their energy costs. So once the market starts to realize this, once investors start to realize that Tesla is a great hedge against the conflict between Ukraine and Russia and a great hedge against inflation, then they're going to try to buy even more, and that's going to drive the prices up again. So that's the Tesla 1 year chart. So I just wanted to share my long-term strategy with you before I share my buy signals. So my long-term strategy is to buy and hold for at least 1,000 days. So I'm going to hold my position no matter what for 1,000 days. Even if the price goes down to 500, I'm still going to be holding my shares. And I know that this is a quality company and eventually my thesis is going to play out. So my strategy is to dollar cost average into Tesla shares regularly. So whenever I get money, I will invest it into Tesla regularly. I will also keep some on the side to exploit when there is like dips in the market. So I'm going to buy more when the stock has retraced significantly. So that's my long-term strategy to build my position in Tesla to 300 shares. So I've managed to do this over 20 months. So, I'm going to continue doing this. It's been successful for me. I've managed to lower my cost basis to $814. So hopefully if the price goes down even more, I'll hopefully try to reduce the cost basis even more. So that's my long-term strategy for Tesla. So what are my buy signals? So these are my buy signals, regardless of whether I have money or not. I always think about buying Tesla. So I have buy signals. So when the MA50 crosses under the MA200, I try to buy 2 times as much as I would have usually. So when the MA50 crosses under MA200, that's a great signal for me to buy more. When the price hits MA50, I try to buy 1.5 times as much as usual. So this is where, the price usually hits and then bounces back. So this is kind of like buy the dip. So when the price hits MA200, which is at the moment where it has hit, I try to buy 2.5 times as much. So this is a great opportunity as long-term investors to lower your cost basis. So this is a great position to buy. This is where all the institutions buy. This is where all the big boys buy. So this is where I try to buy big as well. So I try to buy 2.5 times as much as usual. Also, my next buy signal is when RSI is between 40 and 30, which it is at the moment, or it was there at the moment. So I try to buy 2.5 times as much as usual. So again, when it's between 40 and 30, I try to buy more because it doesn't stay at these levels for very long. So when RSI is under 30, I try to buy 3 times as much. So it rarely goes under 30, but when it does, this is the time to buy as much as you can. As a long-term investor, if it goes under 30 and the fundamentals of the company are still completely intact, then I try to go in heavy and buy as much as possible. So those are my buy signals. Feel free to take a screenshot of this and back test these strategies to see if they were good positions to get into Tesla. You will find that these were exceptional situations where you could have got into Tesla at really, really good prices, and then if you held on for a long time, you would be looking at a substantial profit now. So those are my buy signals. So, what are the circumstances where these buy signals occur? So it's really easy to say, I'm going to buy when this hits that, when that hits, but you have to be emotionally aware of as well. So, when these buy signals hit, some of the following happens. So, Tesla could miss their earnings estimate, but obviously this is just a short-term calamity. They're going to get over it. They're a resilient company and they can get over these kind of things. Tesla has a massive recall or something. Again, this is something that Tesla can recover from, but it's a great opportunity for you to buy because the market is going to overreact and Tesla is going to fall sharply. So this is an opportunity for you to arbitrage, to buy this fantastic company when it's in a little bit of trouble and it can recover from that trouble. So again, when the stock market crashes, this is again when these buy signals occur and you can buy this fantastic company at really low prices. When inflation continues to rise, when there's lots of, fear in the market that inflation is going to rise, interest rate is going to rise, this stock in particular, growth stocks in particular, they're going to fall hard. So again, this is hopefully a temporary situation, but, Tesla is a great hedge against inflation. So if you can buy, when there's a lot of fear around inflation and you get a low price for Tesla, this is a great place to get into. And when there's general doom and gloom in the market, when the sentiment is bad, that's when these buy signals will hit. So you have to kind of understand that there is a reason why these buy signals are being hit, and it's because there's some sort of crisis happening. So you have to train your mind, you have to train your emotions to override these emotions of fear, anxiety, depression, and try and think beyond that and think of what Tesla is as a company, look at the fundamentals of the company, and when you see that the fundamentals of the company are intact and they're still growing at 50% every year, then you should continue to buy great companies. So those are the circumstances during which the buy signals are hit. So how do I override my hit fear? So my buy signals are hit, there's like lots of crisis in the market, there's lots of fear, anxiety, everything is going wrong, there's doom and gloom in the market, everybody thinks it's going to go to zero. How do I override my fear? Because humans have a propensity to override everything. So how do I override my fear? So I revisit my Tesla thesis to see what a great company this is. So I rediscover what a great company Tesla is. I look at their fundamentals, I look at their targets, I look at what they're going to be doing in the future, and I think to myself, they are executing well, they are going to execute well in the future, and this is a great company, I should be buying more. I also revisit my Tesla price targets over the next 10 years to see where I think the price may be headed to. And when I see like a discrepancy between what today's prices are and what the price is going to be in the future, this is a great opportunity to get into this company. I also look at my Tesla long-term charts to see how resilient this company is. This company over the last 11 years has gone down about 20 to 30% on 15 different occasions, but every time they've been resilient and then found a way through and increased even further. So this is a very resilient company, and looking back at the long-term charts, they will give you a lot of confidence, and then you will start buying more of the stock. So then ask yourself questions like, is my investment thesis still valid? And just go through everything again in your mind, and if you see that the fundamentals of the company are still intact, then this is a great company to invest in. And just understand, just have in your mind that the stock market always overreacts. So if there is an event and it should go down about 5%, the stock market will go down about 30%. So this is where you make the money. This is where you override your instincts, and then think to yourself, just be rational, be very mechanical, don't trade with your emotions. Just think to yourself, this is a great company, the market is overreacting, Tesla is a resilient company, it can bounce back from this, and then you'll be able to buy bargains at really low prices. So that's how I override my fear. So I hope you enjoyed this mini video. I just wanted to share how I use my buy signals, how I override my emotions, how I try to continually buy this company even though there's so much doom and gloom around, even though the price is tanking. It was at 1,240 at its peak, it's around about 830 now, so it has gone down significantly, but I'm continuing to buy. And I hope you enjoyed this video, because I just wanted to share some of the insights on how I regularly buy into Tesla. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll join me on my journey. I hope you can join me to see if I can build my position to 300 shares. I hope you can join me to see if I can actually hold this position for 1,000 days, and join me to see if I can make $1 million in 1,000 days. So finally, I appreciate any likes, and I'll read all your comments. I appreciate your subscription. I hope to bring you value, and I wish you all the best on your investment journey. And until the next update, have a great day, and I wish you all the best.